Hey guys, it's Ogman. We're back playing Satisfactory, and for today we're going to start with a brief message from Ada, actually. Because I finally finished, what is this? Resource Delivery 3. For anyone who's never seen this. Huh, I thought you got a message from Ada. That's weird. That's okay though. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna swing over here. I can show you guys that I made changes to the to-do list. And today we're gonna start doing the Iron Ingot Factory, which is actually gonna be right next to the concrete factory that I finished up last time. So one thing I did notice is I keep having a bad tendency to record during the in-game night times. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that as much as I can in the future. But it feels like every time I go to record, it gets dark, and then I finish and the sun comes up. So I'm going to try to time it a little bit better. I wonder if there's a setting for, like, always day. I'll have to check that. But so to start the iron ingot, that's fine. We need our concrete walls. Can I get it? Okay, bring up the zoop. So so the first thing we're gonna do actually is put a basement on this. Just gonna be one wall high. I think I set up I did, okay. The next level. So this part I'm just gonna make small because it doesn't need to be that big. What I'm doing today is just setting up I'm going to set up the refineries and probably the belts and all that. Okay, so this is the floor that the rail station is going to be at. And now I know from last time, from doing the concrete factory, that the rail station needs 6 of these. So we're going to go up, make this 6 tall. Not 7, 6. Now comes the hard part. Actually, I'm going to go up there to place this. Because trying to jetpack and place things is very hard. Come on. There it is. And again, I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to make the floor layout, and then I'll kind of scale it back. But you can see, this is the size that I roughly laid out. I don't know if it's actually going to be this big or not. But so for now, we need to extend this out a whole bunch. So I have some room to work in. And I have an idea as far as how I want to lay out the floors. So it's going to be 3 stories tall of refineries. And on each floor there'll be 4 like modules. I guess would kind of be the word. See? What'd I say? I'm not even 5 minutes in and it's already becoming nighttime. So the next thing I'm going to put, because I like having the pillars on each floor. I don't want the metal ones, I want the concrete ones. I'm pretty sure I need them 8 high, if I remember correctly from the concrete factory. What's that? We're going to extend these out. But the layout, so I want to have 4 like kind of modules, like 4 lines being produced on each floor. The way I'm going to kind of do it is I'm going to do them in each of the corners and then kind of have a open plus between the middle. And I'm going to put like ramps, and I'll have my hyper tubes there. So you'll be actually able to see down from the top floor. Now here's a question. Do I have the parts to make all of the refineries? I do not. Okay, I'll be right back. Just went and picked up the supplies to make 12 refineries, just because that's should be the correct amount. I'll double check when I place it. I think, yeah. So I think I'm gonna go start here. So let me place it. So the recipe I'm going to be using is this pure iron, this alternate pure iron ingot. Now if I did my math correct, so again, this is the number that I'm, the highest number, so that's going to be the limiting factor is the output, which is 65. What is it? I think the Mark 5 belts are 780. So you divide it by 65 and you get 12. So that's why I'm doing 12 on each, I guess, module, or however you want to say it, 12 in each group. So this one I'm going to do a little bit more compact than the other one. I think I'll put it... Come on. Oh wait, control. Lines it up, I forgot. Can't get it lined. Come on, line up the way I want you to. Right, that I'll have to do. It's a little further apart than I want. Trying to press the buttons too fast and I get all mixed up. That's the spacing I want. So you can still kind of walk in between the ladders and climb up the ladders, but it's still pretty close. So we do 6 on this side. The right spacing? Yes. Okay, so it's one more than 4. 5. 6. Now the thing I have to do in between here, so I make sure I get the spacing right. 7. I'm gonna put a merger just that way. Don't put them too close together. Come on. But so I'm going to edit these videos a little bit differently than I did the first one. So I'm going to try to do the belt and the I'm not going to have a dedicated video to doing like the belts and the pipes. I'm just going to kind of split it between the two. So at the end of this one I should have the base factory set up, and then maybe the belts and the pipes also set up. I'm not sure. Or I'll just start the next one and they'll be done already. Because that's one of those things. I feel you see it once, you kind of get the idea. Okay. So there's that. Oh yeah, that worked out perfect. Oh good. Because I'm going to do where it has like the fence around it. Oh, I didn't turn the lights off in there? I gotta do that. Where it has like the fence around it and this area's going to be painted. So one of the things I'm actually going to do with this one too, I'm going to kind of do the opposite of what I did in the last one. This one's going to have the resources come up through the floor, or the so the ore's going to come up through the floor, and then the pipes are going to come up. They'll come up and then be up a little bit. When I cut back, yeah, I'll do it and then I'll cut to it just so you guys can see. That's actually a result of one of the other YouTubers I watch, uh, Total Eclipse, I think his name is. He does really good Satisfactory tutorials, and he just put one out on pipes. And one of the key things he says is never come up through the floor with them like I did over there, because of the weird way the water, the liquids work in the pipes. They kind of fill up. I'm trying to remember how he explained it, because even he had a hard time explaining it because it's just that complicated. But basically, once the pipe up here fills up, it dumps into here and then empties the system, and then they all have to refill for each time the refinery pulls water. Or if you come from above and they go down, it doesn't drain the entire system. Again, that's just how complicated the liquids are. So let me show you how I'm going to do these belts then. What's the input amount for iron on this? 35. Okay, so I can use the MK1 belts. So if you do this and that, actually it connects. I believe that's... Hold on. Maybe we could do it from there first. I guess that's connected, even though it doesn't really look like it. So that one's gonna go from there. And then this one... made it there, I believe. Oh, I don't have the resources. Let me see if this is just the right spot. Yeah, so the output will go there. Now, as far as the pipes go, so the system I'm going to have actually two. Do I have the floor? So the pipes and the belt are going to be a little bit more out in the open this time. 2, 3. So for each module on each side, those will be the water, logistics. That'll be the ore going up. And this will be the ingots coming down. So you'll actually kind of see, you'll see the ingots and ores going up and down the item elevators. Which I don't know if that's the technical term for it, but that's what I'm going to keep calling it. So the next question I need to know is... Again, pure iron. So each one needs 20 water. I think I can... Is it 20 times 12? It's 240. Oh, wait. Oh, I can get away with an MK1 pipe. Well, that works. Yeah, so for this one... put this here. Yeah, that's a good height. I like that height. What did I do? 2? Okay, I did 3. And then I'll do the pipe like that. And I'll run it over here. And each one should be... Yeah, I'll do it like that. Ooh, that shape doesn't work. Okay, let's see if up and down then. So I'll still need to put some pumps to get the water up, but basically because it's not coming down, I shouldn't run into that weird, it's not perfectly lined up. Ugh. That's better. Because the water will be coming down in this setup. I shouldn't run into that issue with the whole thing getting drained each time one refinery pulls in water. But I'll be right back and I'll have this all set up for you guys. Alright guys, and we're back. So I finished the first floor. I got the 4 sections I want to put. So each has 12 refineries. And if we come over here, I put the railing, I painted the floor a little bit. So this is where all the supplies are going to come up. And everything, all the belts come from underneath. And the pipes come from above. So it's it's a little bit different than the concrete factory where I had the pipes below, but I heard that for the fluidics that's not good. So when we come down here, you can see I did a very simple way of splitting all the belts. I didn't like calculate it out or anything. But then what I also did was, if we break this out, go under here, I left a 1 high wall gap. Don't mind that, that's sticking through the floor, because you won't see that. And that's where I'm going to run all, in between episodes, I'm going to run the water and all the belts down into there. And then I'll split everything. And then it'll come up through the floor over here. But yeah, for now that's the other thing I gotta do too. Oh, of course it's getting dark because I started recording. The other thing I gotta do is run power. It's gonna be simple. I'll probably put like another control booth in the middle here, I think. I haven't decided if I want the train station or the control booth in the middle. And then I'll run the power up, same style as here. I want to have switches for everything. And then the power will run up by, on these pillars, I believe. But since it got dark, I think that probably will be a good place to cut it. So when I come back, I'll actually have another 2 floors of this. I don't know if I'm going to put hypertubes, because I kind of like the stairs like this. And this is going to stay open, to be able to see all 3 floors from here. So yeah, so when I come back, I'll have the 3 floors, and then I'm also going to run the water and the miners with the belts to bring the ore in. Again, that's all stuff. It's not very interesting or anything, so that's why I do it off camera. But for now, this is where I'm leaving you guys, so I will see you all later.